So let's show you something that Satan is doing right now. Because guess what? This word gonna come out. Let me get Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 6. Bring it out.
God. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Bring it out.
Lest Satan.
Let's who?
Lest Satan.
No, let's the angels.
Lest Satan.
No, let's God.
Lest Satan.
Read on.
Should get an advantage of us.
Should what?
Should get an advantage of us.
You see that? They can't stop this word. They can't get no advantage over us. Because guess what? We bobbing and weaving, we slide, we doing this and that. We hit them with the light jab, right jab, and then they trying to counterattack. We do a little bob and this and that. Probably hit them with a damn uppercut.
They can see now. I don't know why.
Right? Read from the top again.
God. 1 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us.
Read on.
For we are not ignorant.
But we are what?
For we are not ignorant.
Like it says in Ephesians. It says, people, his brethren, you're ignorant. But we not ignorant. Why? Because the Lord gave us the blessing, knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Bible. You got brothers that came from all different walks of life, coming from the hoods, come from selling drugs, come from being gangbangers, to being college dropouts, high school dropouts, to being pimps, to being all different things in life. Sports players, ballers, rappers, dancers, all different things in life. College students, video game players, all different things in life. But the Most High called us all for that one calling, what? To do his work.
Bring that out.
To do his work. And you damn right we're gonna bring this fire out. Because same thing as a game, you're gonna see some heat. Right? Read on.
For we are not ignorant of his devices.
For we not ignorant of his devices. Guess what? The computers, the technologies, the internet, all of this stuff. Guess who's the one that put it in a damn Edomite mind to put this out? The Most High. The Most High did that. But guess what? We're just using it for a temporary time. Once we done what we need to do for the work of H.O.I, it's over for Satan. All that trickery, all that tomfoolery, all that bobbing and weaving, all that bamboozling, all of that is done with. Right? Drop that and let me get Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. You got a precept? You got one? Bring up. Bring what you got.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, and verse 8.
What you got?
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil,
The Lord, it says what?
says be sober, be vigilant.
First, you got to be sober. You got to be in your right state of mind. You got to reform your mind into these laws. Because when you form your mind to these laws, you're stable. Then it says be vigilant. What does that mean? You got to be that go-getter. You got to be consistent. You got to be that zealot for H.O.I. You got to be a man on a damn mission. If you want to think you Batman, whatever, you're going to save the city through the word of the Lord, all right, whatever. As long as it works. As long as you're doing the work of the Lord, man. Because what I learned about people, especially in this truth, everybody need an anchor in this truth. Some people relate this truth with their back in their worldly life, let's say with drugs. They know how to understand drugs and compare it with this truth. And use what they learn in the world to use to help their people instead of destroying their people like they did in the world. Before, when you in the corner block, you selling them rocks, you selling them drugs. But now you're in the corner block and you're doing what? You're not even selling, you're giving this word for free. Why? Because before you used to destroy and now you're trying to build. A lot of people don't got that. A lot of people can't do that.
Right.
A lot of people.
But you're not selling it, but you still pitching it.
God.
You was pitching drugs. You was selling it, but it was the pitch. Yo, I got that fire. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no, they ain't got what I got, son. You got, my bag is fat. You know what I'm saying? My cuts is bigger.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? My joint raw. That's that poodle. And now we doing the same thing as the pitch for the Most High. Yo, we got that truth, man. Islam ain't it.
Right.
5%ers ain't it. Christianity ain't it. This is it. You know what I'm saying? We got that pure. We got that fire.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Come get this word. So
God.
it's the same pitch. You know what I mean? But yeah, we ain't selling it, but it's the same pitch.
God. That's a beautiful point, like you was saying. You had a precept?
I didn't have
Drop that. Let me get 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. And finish what you got.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
So he walketh about seeking whom he may devour. When you're drunk, you're like a drunken madman. You're not in your right state of mind. You're bumbling, you're fumbling, your words is all jacked up. You don't even know what you're saying. You hesitating. You might say something in your mind that you're thinking about somebody and you regret saying it. Until the next day, they catch you slipping, and you're like, yo, my bad, man. I ain't mean that. And then you getting knocked down in the corner, getting beat down and everything. Right? But Satan is what? Satan is roaring like a roaring lion. He's seeking to and fro. Why? Because he's looking for any one of your sins. Any one of your sins, Satan could catch it and sift it out. And he's going to keep attacking it until it grows. It go from a little liquor. Next thing you know, you're a drunkard. It can go from a little anger issue. Next thing you know, you roaring at every damn body. Like the scripture says, don't be a lion in your own household. But look at the word lion. It's threefold. Lying like the animal. Lying like you lying to somebody. And lying like you lying down. Ain't doing nothing. All three is bad. Unless it's a good lion. That's something different. Alright? That's it on that?
Sit on that.
Alright, drop that. Bring what you got.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter
Matter
5.
of fact, Slakia, 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11.
Come.
Wait, is it 1 Corinthians or 2nd? I think I got it right. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. That's the one persuade men, right?
No, that was 2 Corinthians. I was there. Yes, it's 2 Corinthians.
Oh, we got it. Yeah. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. I was right. Come, bring it out, King. Like Elder Ephraim said, he said what? He says, look, we're persuading them, we're pitching into them the truth. Like it says, go out into the highways and byways and bid them back to the marriage. How do you bid somebody? It's like you're buying and selling. You're trying to sell something, and I'm like, yo, I got this. Yo, come on, man. Look, he got like probably $10. Man, I'll give you for $5, man. And it's better price, and it's 100%, and it's pure. Right? Ain't nothing more pure than the truth.
Come.
Right? Bring it out.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, and verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord.
Knowing therefore the terror of God. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord. Read on.
We persuade men.
We do what?
We persuade men.
We're persuading men. We're trying to help save your damn soul. Because we know the Most High is what? Let me get Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. We know the Most High is a frightful God. The Lord is the one that's bringing all these plagues. The Lord is the one that let out the death angel. The Lord is the one that bringing the locusts. Got the animals dying and everything. People catching COVID.
Slakia, but the crazy thing is, when you selling drugs in the world, and you try to give, Jake wants the drugs for free. Jake wants the discount.
Right.
He gonna come to you for a dime. He gonna have $8. He gonna say, I can get the $9. I'm short $1. But we giving the truth for free, right? And they rather give their money to the Christian church.
God.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
They short us on the drugs in the world, but then they don't even want the truth for free.
God.
They rather pay for lies.
God.
If that's not a backward ass nation, what is?
God, you're right. Like it says in Isaiah chapter 30. You know, people like to hear lies, smooth things. You know? Bring it to you.
Khan is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. But there's a balance too. Right? How you found that out? Let me get wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 1. There's a balance too. You can fall into the hands of the Most High and he'll protect you, or you can fall into the hands of the Lord and he's going to crush you. And a lot of people fall into the hands of the Lord on the left hand of the Lord.
Appreciate it. Real quick,
Bring it out.
to what I was saying. Jeremiah 32 and 33. And they have turned unto me the back and not the face. Though I taught them rising up early and teaching them, yet they have not hearkened to receive instruction.
Con, beautiful precept. Straight up and out, like it says in Hosea 5 and 15. The Lord's going to turn his back on you, and also in Proverbs 1 and 22. Because what? Like in Isaiah 65. When he called, you didn't hear. You didn't answer. So now when the Lord gets you with that kukutaso, you're going to be like, oh, snap. Because you thought he was a game. You thought he was just Poppy in the corner, just chilling.
Yeah.
Not knowing that he's the real Poppy up there. You know? Right? What you have?
Bring it out, y'all.
This is though at the Hebrews.
Read it again.
Khan, this is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31.
Bring it out.
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
Kasaya, you get wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 1. Right? We're going to show you. Fall into the hands of the living God. Let me see. Matter of fact, chapter 3 and verse 1. There's a balance. You have those that's getting caught on the left-hand side and getting deceived and not knowing they suffering strong delusions, thinking that they're doing the work of God when they're doing the work of Satan. And that's a scary thing. That's why the Lord said it's a frightful thing. Like it says in Proverbs, the Lord said the deceived and the deceivers are minds. Those that trick others and those that are getting tricked, that's playing a joke. Like the Joker, right? The Joker was suffering from what? Strong delusion.
Strong delusion.
And he needed what? He needed a coping mechanism and he needed an anchor. Who was the Joker's anchor?
Harder.
Yeah, but who else that he needed? That drug. There you go. The Joker needed Batman to make himself feel good, to make himself feel alive. And what's crazy, Batman actually also needed the Joker to be that last person that he'd be like, no matter what he do wrong, I'm gonna keep him alive. Even though he kills every damn body, he burned the whole damn city. He's doing this, he's poisoning people, he's laughing gas, destroying everybody. Batman conscious like, I'll do everything I can to beat him down, destroy him, but I will not take his life. But what did the Lord say? Curses the man, I'll hold back his soul from blood. Alright? Hold that and bring your precept. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 1.
Con, 3 verse 1.
3 and 1, 3 and 1, come.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh.
You see? It says the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God. But it says in Hebrews 10 and 31, it's a frightful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Read on.
And there shall no torment touch them.
And there shall no torment touch them. They're not going to be tormented. They're not going to be destroyed. The Most High got them because what? He's trying them like gold in the fire. Right? The Lord is trying them like gold in the fire. But let's see why it says no torment shall touch them. Let's go to Job chapter, let's see. Let's see why it says no torment shall touch them. Let's see. Looking for the one, the King of Terrors, the Lord of Terrors. Then it's in Job 27. Read that part again right there.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Because why? You can suffer strong delusion. You can think the whole time you praying to 𝐤𝐿, and at the last second he flipped the damn veil and you praying to Satan. You asking Satan for help the whole time and you didn't even know it. Right? Hold that and let me get John chapter 16 and verse 1. The whole time and you didn't even know it, man. Why? Because you wasn't humble, because you thought this was a game, and the Most High pulled the bag on your damn behind at the last second. Pulled the tricks in the bag. Alright? Right now we got it, King.
God.
John chapter 16, verse 1.
This is John, chapter 16, verse 1. These things have I spoken unto you,
You know?
that ye should not be offended.
You know?
They shall put you out of the synagogues.
They shall put you out of the synagogues, you know?
Yea, the time cometh
Job 18.
that whosoever killeth you will think that God has do a service.
It said, whosoever kill you is going to think they're doing the service of God. Not knowing that the devil was using them the whole time. When these Edomites, or when E finds out that he's been serving the real demon devil, and he think all that power and all this and that, when he finds that out and the Most High really show him them demons in the flesh, he's going to give more than the ghosts. He's going to give up every damn thing, like the Lord did to Egypt with the 3 days of darkness, like says Sirach 18, no, Sirach 17. Right? So, bring that out.
This is the book of Job, chapter 18 and verse 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle.
We don't?
And it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
And it shall bring him to the king of terrors. That's why it says, no torment shall come to the righteous. But the one on the left-hand side, they're going to truly see the king of terrors. All these death angels, so many people dying, passing out, losing their mind, going crazy. People getting shot down. You have my wife who lost her best friend on April 20th. Best friend since 2000. Almost 20 years already. And the Lord just took me like that. To show what? If you love your people more than me, I'm taking everything from you. But at the same time, I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, that's cold-blooded. But what happened to me, I lost my little brother a day after she was born. And I'm like, this ain't no coincidence. Everything's connected. I'm like, damn. So the Lord is like, I'm going to take two people from y'all life to break your heart. Where y'all going to have to be humble, y'all going to be suffering, and y'all going to be asking God for mercy.
God.
And he going to break you down. He broke me down. And what I learned, it's not about the stuff you got on you. It's not about that. It's what you got here. I had to learn that. I learned that. I was like, God damn, this shit. Then I realized, give everything up, man. This ain't nothing. All the items you got on you, it ain't nothing, man. If you ain't get the Lord ain't with you, man, you finished. You can have a damn lion chain on, have a sword, have a damn staff, have a crown, have a damn belt, whatever you have on you.
Have a chariot parked outside.
With horses.
Chariot parked outside, man. The Lord will take all of that for you, man. Cause first you gotta do what? It's crazy. It's like all the items you got on you, it's like you making it an idol. Without even knowing it. And then once you let go of all of that, then you remember who? 𝐤𝐿.
Good precept.
Bring it out.
It's the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Break it down.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So the other nations know that when we go against the Most High, that's when we're weak. So when they kill us, they think that they're doing the Most High a favor. They say, hey, they're sinning against their God anyway. You know, let us go on up there and do what we got to do. But if you go to the top, you go to verse 19, it says the contrary. Verse 19. But now are they returned to their God, and they are come up from their place where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. So they know that when we come back to these statutes and laws and these commandments, that the Most High is dealing with us at that time.
Beautiful precept.
But they still doing the Most High work when they whip our ass and kill us. That's really the 2/3. You don't hear about Israelites and this truth being put to death by the police. Not yet, at least, because it does tell us that some of us shall be brought up and die. So it will be eventually. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell the difference. You can see what's what, and it's gonna be gruesome. John the Baptist got his head chopped off. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't the only one. You know, all the apostles got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Except John. So you know, they all got done dirty. They got done dirty. So what they wicked? Because that's a lot of times a lot of brothers like, oh, he got what he deserved. He died. He got put to death. You don't know what that person did, but now you know by the fruits. If the person was out here laboring, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that man got his crown. Or that woman, they got their crown. You know what I mean? You'll be up in the first resurrection.
Beautiful point. Beautiful point. So I'm gonna end it off with two quick scriptures. I'm gonna get Sirach.
I got you.
Get Sirach. The one where it says, sinful men will not be reproved. Sirach 16. Look for excuses.
Yeah, that's gonna be my Sabbath topic.
All right, I'll drop that one.
Nah, you pull the scripture.
Right.
Nah, I
You got 16 or what?
got more.
Sirach, sinful men will not be reproved.
Wicked people hate correction. People in denial hate correction.
That's the topic?
That's period.
Come
You know what I'm saying?
on.
Correction is grievous
I'm kind of looking for it.
to a wicked nigga.
I read 16.
Sirach 32 and 17. The book of
That's a good brother, man. I owe him an apology. Now he might not come publicly to you. He come to you, you know, like Nicodemus, but at the same time, you still want a brother over. You know what I'm saying? So people got to learn to understand that sometimes you got to take low, and the psychological background of people, especially our people being spoiled and being destroyed. It's hard for our people to take correction, especially when they ain't have no father telling them what to do. So they have women telling them what to do. So now when a man say, yo, you off, bro, yo, you gotta check yourself. What? Who you talking to? Nah, you can't tell me that. So those spirits is very big in Israel. You know what I'm saying? And it's psychological. It's years of being raised like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta look, when you see a person like that, understand that it's deeper than what it is. You know what I mean?
God. Yeah, that's a beautiful point, and that's crazy. That was my last scripture. 1 Timothy, right? Let's lock it. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 19. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 19. We're going to read on down to 23. Right? We'll have you read verse 19. You'll read verse 19. You'll read verse 20. You'll read 21. You'll read 22. And you'll read 23.
Right? This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 19. For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more.
So Paul, as an apostle, he said, though I'm free for all men, right? Because he was the biggest apostle. The Lord gave him visions, dreams, revelations, mighty works, gave him the zeal to go all over different places. Yet I have made myself servant unto all. Like the scripture says, the greatest among you shall be a servant. Yahushua was the greatest so-called black man ever walked face on this earth.
Right.
Came from the third heaven. Firstborn son of the Most High, with glory and power. Infinite power, angels, all of this and that, could crush the world in just a blink of an eye. And he humbled all the way down, from the celestial body to the mortal flesh. And was born in the hood in Nazareth. people still despise him and hate him. And he could have killed the whole world with just a snap of a finger, bringing down angels. And he still kept himself humble.
Bringing angelic goons.
The terror squad. He still kept himself humble, right? That I may gain the more. He said what? He wanted to gain the more. Paul wanted to be as everybody. He wanted to serve everyone so he could bring them into this truth. He had to go with different type of styles. Read on. Now you go to the next verse.
God.
Verse 20.
God. Verse 20. And unto the Jews I became as a Jew.
And unto the Jews he became a Jew. Those that knew the law, that knew that they were Jews.
This is powerful.
He became a Jew unto them. He told them what the law, because guess what? He was a Pharisee. He knew the laws. He grew up with he learned under damn, that was his name again.
Gamaliel.
Yeah.
Gamaliel.
Gamaliel. Yeah, he learned under Gamaliel. So he was a perfect man for the job. He knew the law back and forth. So unto the Jew, he became a Jew. Read on.
As under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
As under the law, so he can gain them under the law. Why? Because some of them was going off, but he tried to give them the full understanding. Right? Like what happened to Apollos. Apollos only knew about the baptism, and he didn't understand the full understanding of Christ. But once he got that understanding, that man was already mighty. Once he got the full understanding, he went to anywhere and was just convincing people left and right. Right? Read on.
God. Verse 21.
Let's like it. You read the next verse.
Con. Verse 21. To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to Yahweh, but under the law to Yahushua, that I might gain them that are without law.
To them without the law, right? They didn't know that they were Israelites. They didn't understand about the law. They probably were Gentiles, Israelites in Gentile state of mind in different places that they grew up in, like in Rome, like in Spain. All these different places where the law that they knew were the law of their oppressors, but not the laws of God. So Paul had to teach them as well, and he had to have a whole lot of patience. Because a man's whole life could be 30 or 40 or 50, and he didn't never heard nothing about the feast days or the Passovers or none of this stuff. You have to be very patient with this man. You can't just bombard him and just be like, yo, if you don't keep these laws, you're going to death. You an Israelite, this and that. No, you got to give them one by one. Like Ephraim always says, Pedialyte. Not even the milk, the Pedialyte. Little by little. Let them get used to it. Right? Read on. Slack, go to the next one. You got it at the top.
God, verse 22. To the weak I became as weak, that I might gain the weak.
So the weak, he became weak. Those that did drugs. Right? Those that did drugs. Those that was, their mind was all jacked up. That they was messed up in a messed up environment. They grew up in a messed up environment. They didn't know nothing else. They became a product of their environment. They seen pimps, they seen gangsters, they seen killers, they seen murderers, they seen thugs, they seen gangbangers. That's all they grew up in. They got the Chinese spot over there, the damn laundromat over there, the damn Chinese store over there, the damn KFC with the Arabics over there, the drugs and the liquors right next door to them. That's all they knew. They're in a messed up environment. So now you got to go in there and you got to humble yourself down to their level to try to bring them up with you.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I had to learn all of that. I'm like, damn. I would. Ephraim always told me this. He was like, yo, you can't just try to chop somebody's head off, man. You're gonna lose a lot of people when you do that.
Even the nations.
Even the nations, yeah. Especially especially that, man. Even the nations. You know?
Salaki, let me, because I know Philly like, what the hell is this nigga talking about? But, you know, because y'all probably see all the damn videos. I'm going crazy on them. But when they buck up to you, chop their head off. But if they sitting there listening and they agreeing and all that, just because you don't never know, the Most High might put a spirit on one of these heathens to be like, listen, man, I'm sorry for what my forefathers did. Here, I'm giving you I'm signing off my house to you. You can own all my property. I want to give it to you. I want to empty my bank account. I want to give you my daughters. I want to give you whatever I own. You know what I'm saying? It's things like this gonna happen. And don't be surprised when it does. But you can't be chopping their heads off because they're going to be like, Now, I was ready to give this nigga every damn thing right now. I'm gonna go give it to these niggas down the block.
That's a lot. He'll tell you. I tell him that all the time. You can't just go straight at him like that. Sometimes you gotta lure him, man.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta be a little crafty with it. Be crafty with how they treat you. So be crafty, bringing out the word the same way. You know? Let me set this trap for him real quick.
Right.
Let him fall in it. Now I can teach him. He didn't fail now. I can get him. Come on, bro. Let's pick him up real quick. Let me get this.
Right.
That's how you gotta do it sometimes.
Good.
And we right now we're the hunters, the fishermen. So you use different bait for different fish.
Right.
And you gotta be patient. They bite. Sometimes you don't get nothing. Sometimes you catch 50 fish like 𝐤𝐄𝐄. You know what I'm saying? I still don't believe that. But, you know, he had a bag of fish, no video footage, no cameras. But he had 50 fish.
What you doing, man?
And he brought them to the Feast of Tabernacles. I was just like, I don't know, I didn't believe it. Like he said he did. So I still don't
on ice.
Yeah, it was on ice.
With the hooks still in their mouth, but I ain't catching
I didn't see no hooks. I don't know about all that. Yeah, I'm sure you seen them. You know, but yeah, different bait for different fish. You know what I'm saying? You want a bigger fish, you're gonna use a different worm. Some of the fish you can catch with the fake worms. You got the fake worms, the fake fish. You know, and that's coming soon too. We're gonna have to do the men's fishing trip.
Good.
It's gonna be in Bama, baby. I got y'all.
With 𝐤𝐄𝐄. We're gonna see if we catch 50 fish in front of.
Good.
In front of 50 witnesses.
50,
In front of 50 witnesses.
baby. 5-0, baby. Let's get it.
You're gonna have 5,000 fishes out.
Good. We're gonna
Where your works are
we
done.
gonna feed the whole South with all this fish.
Tell you, man.
Okay.
He says to
But
the
not
weak.
Ephraim though. Ephraim ain't gonna catch nothing.
He said, to the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. So Paul even had to humble himself down.
Right.
Even with the knowledge and understanding, the high level of understanding he had to just give him the little milk.
Right.
He'd have to show off and be like, yo, man, let me get 1 Corinthians 12:1. Let me get 2 Ezra 6:50. Nah, he didn't have to do none of that. Just get him with the Exodus 11:7. No, don't eat the pork. Leviticus 19:27. Tattoos in the beard and all of that. Fringes, basic stuff. Get them working into it. And it's crazy. I remember Ephraim always said this. People was making so many videos on us. And it was like, yo, you brothers ain't doing no high breakdowns, doctrines, and all of this and that. Man, y'all wasting people's time. And then Ephraim said, yo, we trying to save lives here. We not trying to worry about no damn fifth dimension breakdown. No, none of this. We trying to save lives.
Right.
We trying to get you the basic for you to get in the kingdom.
That milk, man.
Get that milk to get in the kingdom. The Lord ain't going to ask you about 2 Ezra 6 breakdown. He's going to say, where is your fringes? Why is your beard cut off? Why you got a damn pork sandwich on your damn arm? Why you got a shrimp sandwich on your left hand?
Shrimp.
The heck is going on? And then you're going to say, oh, Lord, I got the Genesis breakdown on lock. Okay, I got you on lock, goddamn.
All right.
I'm going to knock your head off.
See, a lot of people come into this thing, they learn these breakdowns, and they use it for their advantage. They use it to bag women. They use it to show off on their brothers. And truth be told, brothers know the breakdowns. Like, nigga, our elders is literally like, damn, we got the One West breakdowns. Like,
Right.
if you know the history, and I don't mean to sound like this, but yes, H.O.I. has the original One West breakdowns. Priest of Bach ain't changed nothing. From Cornelius. The Cornelius being an Edomite is from One West. That doesn't come from him being an Israelite comes from the New Age. The brothers were from One West, but they changed the doctrine. So you got Cornelius, you got the chip. Brothers wasn't teaching the chip in One West. So this is and are chips gonna come? Yes, I believe chips are gonna come. But are they the mark of the beast? No, because does a sodomite need a chip to have the mark of the beast in him? No, he don't need no goddamn chip. He's a sodomite. He is the damn chip. That's a walking mark.
Chips ahoy.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just common sense. You don't need to give a sodomite a chip to have the mark of the beast. He is the mark. The West Coast will go use a mark buster. You know what I'm saying?
You mark.
You mark. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So, but yes, Priest of Bach got the original One West breakdowns, and nobody can say the same as the major camps. But that's not to toot our own horn. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for it neither. I don't care if Cornelius is an Israelite or he's not an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that teach he is an Israelite never heard the original One West breakdown. Because if you did, it'll make you think twice, like, oh, because I was saying Cornelius was an Israelite. And then when I heard the One West breakdown, I had to apologize to Elder Zabak because I was like, oh, damn, I never heard that. You know what I'm saying? I never heard it broke down like that. So, yeah, it makes sense. But it can go both ways. And a lot of scriptures can too.
God, like he was saying, everything, and it's funny, man. The elders, trust me, man. They know a whole lot. They don't gotta say nothing. They just say little by little. At a certain level, they're like, all right, let me give you this, let me give you that.
Salakia, another disclaimer. Truth be told, go on Facebook, YouTube, and look up. Even though a lot of the videos got cut off, look up the breakdowns. And put Priest of Bach names. He did all the breakdowns. Yeah. So what if he did them in 1999 or he did them in 2007? He don't gotta do them again. He did it. And a lot of these cats done watched those videos and did it now and revised it and made it look a little newer. But you regurgitated what you was taught. The elders been brought that out. You know what I'm saying? If you make a video on Immaculate Conception, are you gonna make another one? Unless you got some extra stuff to put to it and add to it, are you gonna make another one?
Nah.
No, it's done. It's marked. It's a checklist. It's over. You ain't gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just try to reinvent the damn wheel.
It's like they say, old school is the best school. And I'm telling you, man. Everything old school, like Scripture said, the law required you of the old path. What we don't realize is that now, today, all the things we think is new, it's been here already, like say Ecclesiastes 1:9. Not even under the sun. Everything is already here. We're the ones that's new.
Right.
You see? So since we're new, we young whippersnappers and everything, we all like, yeah, we know this, we found this out, we did. No. No. There's a man that's not even saying a damn thing. And he know 1,000 times more than you, but he just keeping his mouth shut. Just listen, just looking. Like, let me see where you go. I've been there before, kiddo. Yeah, I did that before. Yeah, I already know what you're about to do. Look, bro, look, man, just go that way, go to the right, don't go to the left. All of this stuff. And it teaches us what? Humble.
Dr. Dre had that song. He went to Aftermath. He said, I've been there, done that. I forgot the name of it. That's what it's called, right?
Been there, done that.
Yeah, been there, done that. And when you truly learn that the elders been there and done that, you have a whole lot of new respect for them. And they truly understand. They're not there to lead you astray or have people talk crap about them and lie on them and paint a bad picture on them when they can't take their own damn advice. And I'm telling you, some people, you watch them fall. What I learned, don't kick them while they down. Just let them sit on a chair, hang themselves, tie the rope, and they done. But then there's sometimes when they keep pestering you, keep pestering, nitpicking, making stuff up, lying on you. And you like, are you serious? After all they done for you, after all this person done for you, and then you realize, it's not really them. It's Satan on them. And when you truly understand that, then you truly understand it's a spiritual warfare first. Deal with the spiritual first. And I've seen so many spiritual stuff. I couldn't believe my damn eyes, man.
And sometimes you gotta smoke.
And sometimes you gotta smoke.
You gotta smoke them. You gotta smoke on they pack.
You
That's
gotta
what
like
Chicago
that.
say. Smoking on a Tuka pack.
I ain't heard that now.
Sometimes you gotta smoke on a scoffle
Yeah,
pack.
Yeah, you gotta
Smoke
smoke.
them with the script.
You gotta smoke them. And you gotta light up that fuse and smoke them. And I learned that. That's the balance.
Kind.
That's the balance. Sometimes what happens is, what happens is, as you keep getting beat down on, or bullied on, picked on, everybody got a breaking point. Now, you might not want to fight back, but the Lord's gonna be like, look, no. You're gonna fight back. And you're not gonna need 10 videos, 50 videos, 60 videos. All you need is the right man for the job to look at everything, all the information, and put them all together. And boom! Just one video, one time, one hit quit. Clean out all the mess for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And then they gonna be like, damn, you know what, we ain't trying to get like that. we ain't trying to get hit like that. And then they all flee. The wicked flee with no man pursue, but the righteous is bold as a lion. And with that, finish the last verse. Messiah, let's go.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Chapter 9, verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I may be partaker thereof with you.
There you go. That's the key. Moses knew that his people was in slavery, and he went down with them. He didn't leave them. He didn't escape from them. He went down and humbled himself down with his people and suffered together. So when they both get out of that situation, that slavery, they will all get that kingdom together. So the key thing in this verse, their orders for the gospel's sake, and that I might be partaker thereof with you.
Salaki. I just want to make a point that was real powerful where Paul said that he was many different things to many different Jews, many different people. You know, a lot of us, you know, we kind of on our high horse, you know, we kind of think we this, think we that, but sometimes you got to bring yourself down again. Like just like how you was before, you was in the truth and you knew who you was, and you was an Israelite and you trying to get the kingdom. You got to go back to them, go back to that root before you knew, and talk to them people, deal with them. You know, to some people I was weak, just like them. To some people I was strong. To some people I was very intelligent. I was many different things to many different people. That's why Paul said I was the Pharisee of Pharisees. I was everything to everybody in order to help achieve and teach that gospel that I might save some of them. He didn't say all of them. He said some of them, man. That's powerful, man.
But you wasn't a brother to me that caught 50 fish one day.
He's so finished, man.
What was it, man?
Brother finished, man, you know?
Joe, you got nothing to say? Closing
Statements.
Yeah, anybody want to say something?
Comments.
Say something, man. Let's go, man.
Bring it out, Kasadia. You got something to say.
It's judgment. Judgment's all around the earth. You know, you see it in everything. You see it as soon as you turn on your TV, wake up. A lot of people don't wake up. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to go to sleep. The fact that you have the opportunity to lay your head on the pillow at night, you're not guaranteed to wake up. So to be completely humble and to know that the Most High is running everything. You know what I'm saying? The scoffers in the last days, they obviously can't see that a person in San Diego jumped off a building to kill himself and landed on a female and killed her. What?
Did he survive?
No, they both died.
Oh, I thought he survived.
But she
crazy.
Right, but she was
Crazy.
walking with her boyfriend.
And the boyfriend survived.
He survived. He has to live with that now.
You posted that one?
Walking. I put it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mind-boggling how the Most High is working right now. Like, you can literally get hit in the head with a piano falling from a skyscraper. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of judgment that's taking place. And if you, like Ariel was saying, like, if you puffed up, you know what I'm saying? You're going to miss it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not paying attention, you're going to miss it. You know, but to be conscious of that is to know you better stay in the scriptures and not play with the Most High. He's not to be played with. Like Yaradam always bring us out, he's great and terrible. Christians just say, oh, he's great. And terrible though. He's terrible. Be afraid of him. You know what I'm saying? When Most High willing, we make it into the kingdom, still gonna be scared of him, but like you can, alright, what's going on in your house, Shah? You know what I mean? What's going on in your house? You know what I mean? But before that, it's just complete humility and respect for the maker of all things.
I just want to say one more thing. I just want to give a shout out to Kasadia's giant Bible. Can we get the camera on that Bible?
You know what I'm saying? Got the Apocrypha in his neck. I
All
couldn't
praise
find
to the
it.
Most High.
I was
Has the Apocrypha in it?
yeah, the Apocrypha is in
That's not
his neck.
1611.
No,
That's the
King
old
James.
English.
King James.
That's dope.
Couldn't find it.
It's the dopest, biggest
So
Bible ever.
before we got here, I'm looking for. I went to University of Penn. I went to Drexel. I'm calling around. I'm looking for a Bible with Apocrypha in it. Nowhere in Philadelphia. I was also, since this trip is taking place, I was looking for the FBI's war on Tupac and other black leaders, which you get the layout of how the FBI works. We all know we're on the FBI file. We all know they're watching now. We all understand that. But how do they work? You know what I'm saying? And that book lays it out because it has a bunch of references. The references are thick, more almost like the same size of the book.
Bang, bang, man.
Could not find it in the city of Philadelphia. You understand? I'm calling up. Nobody has it. But I'm sure they got Mein Kampf. You know, they got Hitler's book. But they're not going to tell you how they operate. You know what I'm saying? And that's the colleges. The colleges and the FBI, they all work hand in hand. You know what I mean? So that's why we are holy. We're separate. You know what I mean? And you gotta keep that in mind. You know, thinking you're gonna prosper in this society, they got something for you. It's Satan's running the game. But the Most High always has the final say.
I'm gonna say this: open rebuke is better than secret love. Got 3 brothers from H.O.I. Philly. Not one of them mans brought a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Oh, God. Bring it out, man.
How do you feel about that?
They came on the plane, right? They came on the plane. They said they can't bring food on the plane. But yo, for your brother, you boofing.
Yeah.
Boof the Max's hero. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta boof it, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, wrap it in the mitri or something, wrap it in the turban. You know what I mean? But
Get
cut
it
it in
here.
half. Break it down. They ain't break out
Improvise.
one
Yeah.
cheesesteak sandwich, man.
Improvise,
I
man.
gotta let y'all know that open review.
All praises, all praises.
Yeah, man.
H.O.I. Philly.
Man, all I'm gonna say is, man, like I tell the brothers tell H.O.I. Philly, man, when we on our calls, man, be sincere, be for real about this thing, because if you're not sincere, the Most High gonna chew you up, spit you out, and have you looking like a bug out here, man. You gotta be sincere in this word. Gotta be humble. You gotta read this Bible every day, and you gotta apply it to your life every day. Because if you don't, you're gonna see that you lukewarm. You're gonna blow out your light, and your house shot gonna come take your candlestick, and at that point, it's a wrap.
Now you
So
reprobate.
stay sincere in His truth. Walk with Yahweh and Yahweh Shah by your side, walk with your brethren, walk with your sister, and make sure that you do what you're supposed to do, so you can make it. So you might make it into the kingdom of heaven, because ain't nobody there yet, and ain't nobody guaranteed a spot. And we all fighting for our spots in the kingdom. Every last one of us. And we just gotta keep pushing and fighting for that spot, man, so we can take it. I yield on that.
All praises. Let me say one more thing. You know, y'all Philly brothers, I told y'all this during the Passover. Y'all got something tight, and y'all got a very strong bond that your aura can be seen from afar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your aura can be seen from afar. And even if y'all going through some shit, because we all do, excuse my language, y'all handling it like men. And it's not being spilled over to the public's eye. It's not sloppy, it's not messy. And keep that spirit going and make sure no bullshit comes in between y'all. Cause y'all the foundation of Philly. And when Philly starts to grow, y'all gonna be in charge as a body of the new fruit. You know what I'm saying? So keep that bond, man. Don't let Satan come between y'all, cause he gonna come. And she's gonna come, cause Satan's a sodomite. He's a transformer. Literally.
Decepticon.
You know what I'm saying? And a Decepticon. So Satan's gonna come in different ways and try to distort stuff. Make sure y'all don't hide nothing. Make sure you're not afraid to say something to each other. Make sure y'all keep that bond going and become stronger than what y'all are. Because that's all y'all can go. Don't let Satan get in between y'all.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all are shining light in HOI. And that spirit, it boils over. And then, you know, y'all close to different states too. I think Delaware. You know, you got brothers in Delaware. You got brothers in I don't know the next states, and now y'all starting to travel all through Pennsylvania. So the spirit gonna move, and the way y'all moving, that fruit gonna come. And that's when the problems probably escalate. You know, that's when it usually escalates. So just keep in mind, it's coming. It's coming, because y'all not exempt from this. Y'all not exempt from this at all. You know what I mean? And I know y'all done been through a little bit. Maybe some stuff that, it might be a lot, because I don't know, because y'all hold it down so tight. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. That goes for all camps, not only that's HOI, but beyond HOI. If y'all got a bond with y'all brothers, man, stop letting bullshit come between y'all. You know what I'm saying? Check that shit at the door. Check your attitude. Check your pride. Check your ego. Check your bullshit. And be your brother's keeper and your sister's keeper. You know, praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. That's the last thing I'm going to say. I'm not saying nothing no more if y'all pass it around 3 times. All praise the Most High. Come on, brother.
Everything's been said, man. It's just stay humble in this walk, man. I mean, you had to learn that the hard way. Funny thing is this, throughout life, a lot of everything they do has to be learned the hard way. When you always got somebody up there that's holding your hand, bringing you with them, listen, come on, man. Don't go that way.
Right.
Don't go that way. Listen, I've been there, I've seen it. Listen, this is where you're going to end up. You want to end up here, or you want to end up on the other side of this. Don't go that way. Listen, don't let your pride puff you up. Stay humble, stay grounded, stay in these scriptures, because this is your mind right here. This is your heart. This is your heart. You lose your heart, you done lost it all. I mean, you be 302 in an institution somewhere, you lose your heart in a straitjacket. So keep doing the work, keep being diligent, stay humble, stay patient, especially with your brothers. Forget about the rest of these nations. They're doomed for destruction anyway. So let them go ahead and perish, and let's raise up Yasha Allah in spirit of truth and in humbleness, and bring the kingdom to Yahweh Shah. That's what we're here to do. Fear God, keep His commandments, and get Revelation 22:14 for me real quick.
Bring that out.
Because this is work.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 14. When everybody say Khan. Revelation chapter 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Salaki, what did it say?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are they that read them.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Right, you got to put in work. This is an action word. Blessed are they that do his commandments. So you can read them, observe them, but you got to apply it to your life. And you got to make haste to do it. You don't want to end up like DMX. You don't want to end up like everybody being slain by this death angel during the Passover season right now. You got to put in this work. Right? Go ahead, kid.
That they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Right, you got to put in this work that you may enter into the kingdom. It's not promised. It's not guaranteed. You got to put it. Listen, I don't care if you got an army crawl your way into the gates. If you got a pinky toe left and you try to scrunch that up just to get into the gate,
Right.
do what you got to do to get into those gates. Put in that work. Right? Go ahead, kid. I get it.
For without are dogs and sorcerers.
Wait. Who? Everybody outside the gates of what?
For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
That's cool. You don't want to be outside those gates. Not want to be outside those gates. Because then you stuck out there with the heathens, the rest of them. And they're going to do you just like they do you right here. Even in the kingdom of heaven. I yield.
Hey, with that, I'm going to say thank you, Yahweh, Yahweh. Thank you for, allowing me to be around these powerful brothers, these new brothers that I've met. Well, twice. I can't say they're new. You know what I'm saying? But, it's a very great, powerful spirit coming from these brothers, man. The brothers seem very humble. That's a beautiful thing, man. Especially, for Israel. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say thank you, to the Most High. Passing it on. Brother Lamont, Isaiah, H.O.I, Georgia.
That boy tired, man.
Thank you.
That boy tired, man. He was up with me all day driving, 12 hours.
Finished now? Okay.
That was sleepy, my boy. That was sleepy.
You listen to Big Pun?
Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, I've been putting sleep 13
I'm
times.
waiting for y'all to shut that up so I can put some pun on.
Alright, Israel. Alright, Israel.
Put me a shot.
Alright.
Put me a shot.
Who got next?
We got next.
The right, you supposed to say it. I was just.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna call it?
The Rock will
I ain't gonna call it. You gonna call it.
Go ahead.
You call it.
Go ahead, out. You got it out. Call it out.
Pull it out. Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
For how long?
Forever.
For how long?
Forever.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
How?
By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
How?
By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Goddamn man.
By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Go on, Yashua. And that man. Alright, Israel. Yeah, he messed up. Alright, warm up.
I've never seen
I
a
ain't gonna do
lazy.
you 50 push-ups.